We're going to mention a few things about Surah Al-Fath and then Surah Al-Hudaybiyyah. Surah Al-Fath is all the surah about only one incident, and that is the Surah Al-Hudaybiyyah. And this is the surah that was revealed, all of it completely, when Rasulullah was coming back from Hudaybiyyah to Medina. And in this surah, the real status and the high place of the Sahaba Ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'in has been made very clear in the Quran al-Kareem. So Allah subhanahu, you know what happened in Hudaybiyyah, that the Meccans stopped Rasulullah and 1400 Sahaba with him, that they cannot do Umrah. That was in the 6th year of Hijrah. They not only stopped, but they sent warriors in the leadership of Khalid bin Walid, who was not a Muslim at that time. They were ready to fight, and they prepared an army of 8,000 people to fight against 1400 Sahaba. And 1400 Sahaba were traveling for 1 month. They were in Ihram. They had no weapons. They had animals with them for sacrifice, and they wanted to fight. And Rasulullah was trying to negotiate so that we don't have to fight and we just want to do Umrah. So Rasulullah sent Osman radiallahu ta'ala. First he wanted to send Umar ibn Khattab because he has a strong personality. But Umar ibn Khattab said, Ya Rasulullah, when I go over there, it's going to be fight. So you better send Osman if you don't want to fight. And if you just want to do Umrah, Osman has relatives, family. I don't have anybody. So they'll probably kill me or they will do whatever. They don't like me. So Rasulullah agreed. My respected brothers, several occasions Rasulullah decided something, then the Sahaba came, they made mashwara, Rasulullah changed his decision. That happened many times. So Usman radiallahu ta'ala went over there, he took longer than supposed to be, and the rumor was spread that he has been killed. So now Rasulullah said, it's okay. We are 1400, we are going to fight with 8,000. So who is ready? You know who can be ready? Only the one who is ready to die. Because they know they're going to get killed. But 1400 Sahaba give their oath on the hands of Rasulullah on what? That we will not run away, we will fight. Basically that was an oath on death. That we are ready to die over here with you, Ya Rasulullah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala liked this oath on death. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, verse number 10, Surah Al-Fath, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يُبَايِعُونَكَ إِنَّمَا يُبَايِعُونَ اللَّهِ يَدُ اللَّهِ فَوْقَ أَيْدِيهِمْ. Subhanallah. Who can be higher in place than this Sahaba? Allah said, those that they are giving you bay'ah, you know how Rasulullah was taking bay'ah? He put his hand, and then Rasulullah would put his hand on him. Allah said, they are not giving bay'ah to you, they are giving bay'ah to Allah. And Allah's hand is on their hand. That is the highest place. Because they were ready for anything happens. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then second announcement in Surah Al-Fath about those 1400 Sahaba. This is that Allah's hand is on their hand. And the second, ayat number 18. لَقَدْ رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ إِذْ يُبَايِعُونَكَ تَحْتَ الشَّجَرَةِ. Those that they give you oath under the tree. There was a tree. This is known as Bay'at Ridwan. Because this is the Bay'ah, Allah is happy. That's what Ridwan is. So, لَقَدْ رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Allah has become Radi. Allah has become happy with those that they give Bay'ah. 1400 of them. This radiyallahu anhu applies on them. So those 1400, Allah is happy. When Allah announces and declares in the Quran that Allah is happy, He's not going to be unhappy with you. That's for sure. So this place is given to them. And subhanallah, you know what happened? Very interesting. If we get an opportunity, we really need to go into detail of the Hudaybiyyah. It's very iman strengthening. Those 8,000 got scared of 1400. Poor 1400, tired, no weapons. and 8,000 were fresh with all the weapons and army and everything. But they said, it's okay, we'll sign a peace agreement. And they did sign the Hudaybiyyah. And that's what happened. And the next surah is Surah Al-Hujurat. Wallahi, Surah Al-Hujurat, you know there is another name of Surah Al-Hujurat. What is that? Anybody knows? Surah Al-Akhlaq. Very good. Surah Al-Akhlaq. This is the second name of Surah Al-Hujurat. Surah Al-Hujurat, wallahi, I myself and every one of us need today Surah Al-Hujurat more than any other surah. Because this is giving us basic adab of living together, interacting, talking, dealing with each other. And I'm not going to go into detail. I'm only mention 2 or 3 ayat out of this, all the Surah Al-Hujurat. Surah number 6, very important principle, as if it was revealed for us today. Allah says, "In ja'akum fasiqun binaba'in fatabayyanu." That's it. When you get a news, verify it before you pass it on. Right? You, and in this age of social media and WhatsApp and Facebook, this is very important. You get something, you pass on to another group. If this is false, hundreds of the people you are sending and they are sending, the sin is on you because you didn't verify it. And particularly if it is related with Deen, with Islam, and with somebody's honor and respect and reputation. No, you don't pass it on until you verify it. And thus there is no need to pass on any negative thing until it is necessary, but it is needed. Then the 2 ayats, ayat number 11 and ayat number 12. Ayat number 11 and 12 we all need to memorize. There are 6 no's. You know what is no? Means la, don'ts. There are 6 don'ts in these 2 ayat, ayat number 11 and 12. Wallahi, we need to memorize these 2 ayat with meanings. And in this Ramadan, I make a commitment. Ya Allah, I could not do anything else but these 2 ayat I'm going to follow for the rest of my life. What are the 6 don'ts in these 2 ayat? In ayat number 1-3, La yaskhar, La talmizu, La tanabazu. 3 don'ts. La yaskhar, don't make fun of anybody. And this does not include when mutual friends are sitting together and laughing. They know nobody is feeling miserable. But in the society, in the community, when you make fun of somebody just to tease and torture the other person. And la talmizu, lumaz, rajulun lumazatun is defined in Arabic language as ayyabun linnas wa ta'anun fi a'radihim. He is a fault finder. He's looking people. Oh, he's short, he's dark, he's tall, he's limping, he's this, he's handicapped, and then he's finding about that and talking about their weaknesses. As fault finder, slanderer. And wala tanabazu. At-tanabuz, giving nickname to somebody that he or she does not like, and calling them like that because of their color, their race, their appearance, anything related to them, giving them a nickname, laqab, that is negative. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions, wailun likulli humazatin lumaza. That is the same lumaza which is wala talmizu and wala tanabazu. And Allah says they may destroy, they may be destruction for them. These are the 3 don'ts in ayat number 11. What are the 3 don'ts in number 12? Ijtanibu kathiran min al-dhann. Don't assume negative things about other people. You know what is assumption? You don't say, you just assume negative. Oh, he could not make it, he didn't want to come. He's talking, he must be talking against me or against somebody. Any assumption or for which I have no evidence, but I assume. This Allah says, Ijtanibu kathiran inna ba'd al-dhanni ismun. This assumption is committing a sin. Don't do it. Number two, وَلَا تَجَسَّسُوا. Do not try to find out the personal, private, and the privacy of somebody. Something is going on. What's going on between these two brothers? What's going on between husband and wife? What's going on? And we try to find out. Sometimes we start making call. You know anything about what happened? This all is وَلَا تَجَسَّسُوا. Don't do it. And the final one, لَا يَغْتَبْ. Don't backbite. And we know what is backbite. And I mentioned earlier that Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha has this fatwa. And it's not only her. Imam Thawri, Imam Auza'i, Imam Ibn Hazm, these fuqaha are of this fatwa. If anybody commits backbiting during the fasting of the month of Ramadan, that day fast is invalid. They have to do it again and make a qada after the Ramadan, because backbiting is, and this is in the light of several ahadith of Rasulullah in which he said the one who backbites, he has made iftar of his fast on haram, on the meat and the flesh of another brother or sister. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help and guide all of us, inshallah.